Hello and welcome to my second Let's Play. This is me setting up because I'm still going to do precision farming and it's going to be a start from scratch. This is on Welcome to Thornton Farm. Settings wise, I'm going to show you everything. I think this is really important that we go to the settings. Economic difficulty. Now I am going to try. This is going to be a challenge, but I am actually going to go for hard, which is going to make things very difficult. The prices are going to be terrible. I'm going to make dirt slow. It just damages my equipment less. And fuel usage I'm going to go low so it's not too much of a pain. All of these others are going to be off. Periodic ploughing I'm going to switch off just for the pit ploughing for the sake of it. Again, I don't think it's still going to do ploughing after root crops and all the rest of it, so it's just ploughing for the sake of it is switched off, which to me doesn't seem necessary. Pound miles, yeah, window off. So I think that's it, but this is a funny Let's Play. This is one of those fantastic maps where I'm starting from scratch, so I'll show you what that means. I haven't got any land. There's nothing that I own at all. I think do you come with the BGA? No, you don't even come with the BGA. So literally, we own absolutely nothing. But we don't own absolutely nothing. If you look in the garage, I have got absolute. In fact, I'm going to sell these to show you how much we have got. I want this to be a real start from scratch with 500,000. So it's a challenge. It's on hard. And this is literally 500k start. No land, no nothing. Right, so that would leave us 1,632,150. I'm sure everybody would agree if I started with that sort of money and I went anywhere on this map, I could do well. So that totally defeats everything about this Let's Play. I am going to be kind. I am going to give myself one allowance before the 500k. Before I take that away, I'm going to buy one piece of equipment. This is more for the fact that in my first Let's Play, I ran around a lot. I put it on ×3 speed and literally ran around like a mad thing. So I'm going to try and literally run around in a vehicle and put that on follow me if I'm going to go to a field. I'm going to try it. I'm not saying I can do it, but so this one vehicle is the only vehicle because it's being classed as a run around. That's the only reason I'm doing this. So let's just pick my colours. No, let's do the other way around. I would like it black with a touch of red. Right, yeah, that's lovely. So this is the one thing I'm going to have it new as well, being as this isn't going to cost me, and I'm going to literally put 900 horsepower. Wow, that's a bit of a beast. Oh well, no, it's not like it can extra standard. No, we're going to keep that as standard. Lighting, we are going to go for the all-in 3 kits. No, standard. Well, we can get back to it. Right, there we go. We're going to go for the bigger engine, the 510 horsepower, and cab lights, mirrors standard, tow mirrors. Yeah, we'll do that. That makes sense. Without vinyls. Right, so that is going to cost us, but it isn't. So what we're going to do now is we are literally going to take 1,850,107 away. going to take away 1,000,000 first. I'm not... so 85,107. Right, so we are now on hard economy. I am going to switch tabbing off because in my previous one I was really quite good. I didn't tab very often, but if I switch the no tabbing mod on, then to be honest, I am going to tab right now. I'm not going to run across the map to that, but I'm going to tab for this one time. That was not very clever of me. Oh well, I should have got her back, but never mind. That's the allowance, and that's what we're going to stick with. Right, so then I'm going to try to stick on standard speed. Obviously I can run, which is quite slow, but I'm going to try to have that as my run around, so that I am literally running around in a vehicle rather than running around in my very first Let's Play. So then, first things first, this is a new map. I have never run a Let's Play on this one, but I have had a poke around earlier to try and find something so that when I look on right now I'm not going to waste things. So with no further ado, I obviously need to buy the biogas. Now I haven't looked at this, that's one thing I haven't done. When I say that, I did travel there and then go to things, so I did go through it, but I did not pay any attention to anything, so let's buy that. And I am going to I am going to also buy Field 14 because it is very, very reasonable. A lot of the others are very expensive in comparison to that. It is not a ton of miles away from the biogas plant, and it is what I class as really quite flat, which is a real bonus. It's got some nice gateways. In my previous Let's Play, playing on English maps, this is my type. This is the type of country that I grew up in the Derbyshire Peak District. This isn't in the Derbyshire Peak District, but the walls are stone walls. There are some gateways without gates. They're literally open gateways. This is, in my opinion, a perfect map that I would like. Greenwich is a fantastic map, but the true to English maps, with using the slurry tanker, I would always tangle that against the gate posts. This, I'm hoping that because of that, I'm not going to do that. So that's us committed. We are now down to 343,000. Now I'm going to class this as what Frithgar would say was an extreme Let's Play. I am on difficult, I am on hard. I am also on a start from scratch, and truly start from scratch in a way that this map was never intended, where, as you've seen, I would have had 1,650,000. I haven't. From my 500,000, apart from my vehicle, I have literally bought everything. So that is all I've got for equipment and mods. I do apologise for that. Yes, so this is going to be an extreme Let's Play. There are going to be certain criteria that I play by. That is, I start with 500,000. I will allow loans, but again, as in my previous Let's Play, I think I used it once, and it wasn't really even to get out of a nasty situation. It was just to tide me over whilst I was waiting for a BGA payment, so that I have a piece of equipment beforehand. I will allow that. Because this is an extreme, what I will do is I will show you everything. I mean everything. So there are certain bits where just fast forward through it because it's maybe boring. I may, if there are repetitive tasks. Now I am playing, I've got this down at 1x for now, just for this conversation, because this sets the scene of the Let's Play. Without this conversation, you don't know the criteria of the map, or there are no set criterias. I always play with solar panels. In my previous Let's Play, I limited that to 3. I am going to go even one better. I like solar panels because with seasons, to be honest, you do need some trickle. Whether that would be greenhouses or whatever. The solar panels allows, in my opinion, a better flow for me where I don't have to keep putting manure into the... I agree with a lot of the content providers. It's your job as a content provider to provide a good flow through of a Let's Play so it isn't boring, which means to keep things going in the middle. So I am debating whether to go for auto loaders. I normally do, because if you're dealing with a lot of baling, to be honest, to pick up 100 bales, which I have, that has been in my previous Greenwich Let's Play, there were occasions where I had 100 bales. Now to do that manually, I have no problem with doing it, but to keep the flow of things so that it is not too boring for people watching, I truly think an auto load is definitely the way to go. So I think that is the way I'm going to go. I will be guided by comments. If people wish to see me drive you crazy with manual loading, I have no problem with manual loading. I do find it quite relaxing. I really do enjoy manual loading. I would be using the big bag handler. That is my go-to for that. Other criteria... This is all about expansion, and it is using precision farming and it is using seasons. This is to primarily show how good a partnership that is. So we're literally starting, that is the criteria. Anything else that I think of that I haven't covered right now, then I am literally going to cover as we go through this. I am using lots of mods. I am going to switch the no tabbing mod on. I haven't got that, or I'm going to reload that and I'm going to switch no tabbing on so that I cannot make mistakes with tabbing from vehicle to vehicle. No teleport. No, I will allow teleport. There are certain instances where if I was over somewhere and I wanted to come over here, I will do. Everybody else can do that. I don't mind that. That is, again... Although I don't know, I suppose with having a vehicle, it's not a terrible thing to have to race across. But again, I'm trying to keep the flow right, so there'll be some things that we tweak as we go along. That's the basic rules. So we've got the BGA, and we have got the Field 14. That's all we're starting with. Now, let us buy our equipment. Now I'm going to shake this up because I normally go for the Fendt GT, one of my absolute favourite mods, because it is so versatile. But I actually, for once, I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to go for one of my favourite starting tractors, and that is the Argotron 128, the Deutz-Fahr. I'm going to go second hand because, again, I hope this is not one like we had this Sammy Argon in the last Let's Play where if you go second hand the damage is there forever. I resprayed the Sammy at least twice and it always showed damage, which was truly a big disadvantage. So I'm hoping I'm doing this because farmers that were starting with a shoestring would indeed probably, it would be far more likely to buy used equipment than ever would new if you were starting on a shoestring. I will use the chip mods. I like that, which then means I think by the time I've got this to it, I'm going to use beacons, although I need to get into the habit of doing that. I'm terrible. So this is a 300 horsepower tractor with chipping, so it is a powerful tractor. I am going to go for the front loader attacher as well. This has got to be a good all-rounder. It's got to be good at everything because we cannot afford lots and lots of tractors because of the money that we've got. So second hand, that's going to cost us 40,146. That is our main tractor. Committed. Right, so then our second tractor is not a tractor. This is going to be a telehandler, and this is again going to be second hand. I'm going to go for the Merlot Turbo Farmer, and this is going to be a tractor of sorts. This is again is going to be a very versatile piece of equipment. So I'm going to go for, I'm going to change the colour. I want it to be purple. It is going to be second hand, so it's going to be absolutely battered, unfortunately. Yeah, trailer hitch as well. Stick to Trelleborg. second hand, so it's going to be battered. We are going to double it, so it's going to 280 horsepower, a chipped thing. Clean windows. That would be better because it'll aid us in. Yes, and I'm going to go for the back 3-point link because this is, in essence, going to be a tractor. Truthfully, I'm going to treat it as a versatile all-rounder. So, I think that's everything. Yeah, 72,000. So actually, that is far more. Actually, I don't know if we can afford that, to be honest. I think we're going to stick with what we did, to be honest. I would like to go that route, but again, I've got to be careful. If I make a mistake now, then terrible. I'm going to start actually with the Sammy Argon, but this, I am not going to make the mistake of buying this second hand because it doesn't like it. So we will literally, we'll double it up. We're going to put, I think that's it. I'm going to put wheel weights on this as well, and I'm going to up the engine. So that is 160. I thought I could do that. Yeah, so 210 horsepower with chipping, brand new, 26,000. That is my starting lineup, and obviously I've got my vehicle, which is merely for running around with. So 2 tractors, and that doesn't look too bad. It's just mucky. Oh no, there is damage as well. Yeah, I do. That's what I love about the used equipment mod, second-hand equipment mod. The damage that you do see on it. Say, hopefully this one though, when repaired and eventually when I've got the money to respray it, that will look better. Right. So then we are grass cutting to begin with. So we need baling equipment. Now I'm going to go with my absolute favourite, but again, this is going to be second-hand because we cannot afford new things. This is my favourite setup, but I am not going to put this on the front free link. It isn't. It is definitely not right. So this is the Varia, so I can do away with the need for a 1 second. I'm going to allow this on this Let's Play. I didn't because again, this is more to do with the flow of the Let's Play. Yes, it does away with the windrow. I will think of my words. So, bye. So, that's our grass cutting. Now we need our baling. Now this, I have always had my absolute favourite, and on this Let's Play, because money is so tight, I'm going to go with my bog standard because it doesn't really matter. This is my go-to, and I have been switching to another one, but on this one, because of cost, this has got a really wide pickup, so this is my go-to that I am going to in this Let's Play. I'm going to stick the foil colour on white, and I'm going to go up to the maximum it will allow me to go to. So that is a baler wrapper, an all-in-one. So that's baler wrapper. Now we need a trailer. Now I'm unsure on this. I do hope that you can let me off of this because there's some massive trailers in here that make in the middle going through this are quite torturous. These Euro tunnels, they go on and on and on and on and on. I'm just going to look. This I have not made my mind up on what we're going to do for the. I'd like to go auto load, but I nearly always go for. That's my telephone going. Now, that is a brilliant, but again, it's not an auto load. We may do a bit of manual bale handling at some point, but let's have a look. Yeah, that's what I've gone for recently. The VB2190, the Kuhn with the Ursus tucked onto the back. Now then. Bales. How's that auto load? Don't know, that is a Okay then, in that case, I have left with... Oh no, actually, I'm not sure if these are... I think I took them off. I had some Camaras. So that means that the only auto load I've actually got is my Old Faithful, which is the Aduranti. I do like this because they carry 36 birds. The only thing I don't like, it's a swivel axle, and they are a nightmare. You've got to always drag them. You can't go backwards. So I am going to go for that for now. Just for the bales trailer, and we are going to go second hand, so that's 7,800. We may top that and change that around a little bit. So lineup, equipment, mowers, baler wrapper, and bale trailer. Now then, we are going to need fertilizer. Again, we are getting low on money. We are, by the time we've dropped any starting mods, or also to stick a couple of solar panels is 20 grand each, so that's 40. So we're literally down to 150,000 truly after this equipment. We need to repair this lot. When you do the second-hand equipment mod, you will notice that not only is my condition bad, I've got no fuel. So if I ever reset that, I lose condition and fuel to do that. So it's not something you can sneakily do to get back here. All of these pieces of equipment that are second hand have all damaged. They all need some TLC to get them back into shape, which I think is a very balanced way of doing things. So we need some fertilizer technology. Now, I usually go for the Fendt GT. I'm actually for once going to shake this up, but I am going to go for a mod that I absolutely love, the Banderanti, the Virtuos, which 15,000. Now, to begin with, I'm going to go for one, but eventually, if I can afford it, I'm literally going to buy two of these, one for liming and one for fertilising, so that I don't need to muck around swapping stuff off. I love this. It's got a cover as well, so it's really realistic, and it's got absolutely phenomenal capacity. I prefer those Zeus Jollies and the Electra Chronos. They are my go-tos normally. They've got 36 metre spread. This has only got 24, but that is still a respectable spread, especially for starting on. So I've got to put up with that because it's not my normal, but again, it's reasonable. So this is what we're going to go for. To begin with, we're going to do literally just one, because I'm not sure we can afford to. So just under 10,000 is an absolute bargain. So that is that. Now the field we're starting on is grass already, so we do not worry about this year. We don't need seeders, planters, or anything like that, but we do need crop protection. Again, I am going to go for my go-to at the beginning, which is really cheap and cheerful, the Lizard Op 2000. It's a 17.2 meters. Courseplay reads it as anyway, although on paper it's a 15 meter. Again, so quite a short stretch. Eventually, I would love to go for that one there, 28 meter spread, when you extend it with extensions. So again, but I can't afford that. I cannot justify that right now at the very beginning. So let's stick the colour as blue for a change, and we're going to keep that as new, because for £7,000 that is just ridiculous to go for a second hand. It just... Right, so there we go. And that, I believe... no, it isn't. There's one more thing that I've forgotten. This is precision farming, so that means we definitely need a crop sensor. So this is what I normally forget. For once, I am actually going to do this new. I'm going to go to my, I don't know why, I always seem to like this one purple. I don't know what it is, but it's a nice colour. So I'm going to keep that factory new, go to maximum speed. Now this usually falls flat on the floor, so we shall see whether it does its usual trick of, yes, it has. I don't know why it does that. Let's try and reset it. Oh, that's going to be like finding a needle in a haystack. It's the last item, so it should. Oh, hang on a minute. Crop sensor. Reset. Usually stands upright when you reset it, but we shall see. Good job it's new as well, because I would have put more damage on it. Where are you? Where have you gone? Oh my life. Oh, I think it puts it over there, doesn't it? I seem to recall. Oh no, don't tell me this is one of those where it sticks it up at the farmyard. No. The farmyard that I no longer own. Let's have a look. Oh, it does as well. Oh well, we've got to go down there, so it stuck it down at the farmyard. Right. That's just typical. Right, now the one thing we're going to have to do is, obviously we have got the truck, and this, through my stupidity, allowing me to have that for free technically, I have got no back for it, so let's sort that out. Let's put a back for it, because we can't have that. I think these are miscellaneous, so I'm going to have it as a flatbed. We'll keep it as black as well. We will keep that factory new. We'll stick good lighting on it as well. Brilliant. And 4,000 by. Now then, okay, so this is our starting lineup. Let's just get the back on this. Right, let's get that back on. I do apologise for that. Ooh. Wow, that was a different way of the back turning out. I am also debating whether to do a third person. There is a mod for doing a third person thing, which I think would... Oh, really? Let's see if we can nudge that out of the way. Right, okay. Smashing. Now I'm looking at this lot and thinking, how long is that going to take me to take that back to the yard? We've got 3 vehicles. I can take 2 things on the front, but nearly all of those are drags. So I could stick them on the... I could, for once, stick the mowers all in one and on the back link, and drag them and put something on the front. Let's have a go. Let's see what we can actually achieve on what we've got already. We may need... Right, okay, so that's one. I believe this has got straps. Yes, so we can put things on it. Right, so then... So, can only carry one thing. It's not really anything. I suppose we could do the mowers on the front rather than what we normally do on the back. Oh, is that mower fallen? No, it's not. Yes, it has. I don't believe that. I do apologise for this, but it saves it resetting. It's am I going to carry one? Okay, no we're not. We'll leave that for the bigger tractor. That's one thing that this is a very light tractor. I love it. It's ace for getting in small, but it is not good for a lot of things. Right, so let's grab you with that smaller. And let's... I wonder whether we could sort of, if we grab the front loader on that, stick things on the back of the bale trailer. It's still a trailer after all said and done. I'm not sure how good the locking scripts are on it, but it should actually work. So that would leave two things that could go on the front. Actually, no, I don't think we need it, do we? With what we've got so far, we can actually achieve that. Oh well, there you go, that's a first. Normally I have to come back at least 2 or 3 times. Oh, I do. Ha ha ha. Right. Let's go for that front loader that we threatened for. Now, even though I know this is wrong, I'm going for the FZ60 with a longer reach, and I'm doing so on purpose. Because it's got a longer reach, and that is the only reason. Whether it looks gangly, I do not really care. 5640, and we want the big bale handler. My go-to. I hope I've picked the right Deutz for colour and not the... Oh yeah, smashing. Now, we're going to imagine right now, because I have got the equipment, that I would be dragging that with that, because unfortunately this is a game and the game mechanics are not perfect. So just imagine me with my Deutz putting this onto my trailer, if I can see where I'm going, because there's no way I can with game mechanics do what I wish to do, unfortunately. Oh, it's gone straight over the back. Not so good. Let's try that again. I did say I'd show everything. Brilliant. Okay. Now, if I put straps on, it's not going to strap it. I don't know how good the locking scripts are on the Adjuranti. I really don't. So let's put that on. We'll put that high so it doesn't get in the way. The one thing we're going to have to fetch is the crop sensor at some point. Once I've got that on, it'll be heavy enough. Whoa. I know. He's struggling. There, that's better. I knew you could do that. Right. So then, and for now, that is exactly where we're going to leave it. Literally ready to take to the farm. So that is our starting lineup. Let's just switch that engine off for a minute. That is our starting lineup, and we are going to run that next time over to the starting field. We're going to have a wander around the biogas, just have a quick look. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for starting on this journey with me. Hopefully see you again, and bye for now. Hello and welcome back. I have switched third person on. I'm not sure if it's going to be good, bad or whatever, so I've tried this once before a long time ago and I was unsure of it then. Let's put these on follow me. I've also switched no tabbing off, so I should not be able to make mistakes. The only way I can actually get into vehicles is if I let's just see how that copes with being on the back of that trailer. I'm not sure of the locking script on the Adjurante at all. Right, let's have a look on the map. We need to be going. Now, although we have got the crop sensor, we're going to have to pick that up again because oh no, I can stick it on the trailer, can't I? So we need to turn right, then left, and then yeah. Let's hope we don't lose that. Whoa! Let's change view. But then I can't see what's on the back. So yes, for once, I do like doing in-cab view a lot, but for once, we are actually passing the main farmyard going this way, so it'll be rather interesting to see. It is a lovely farm, actually. I've had a poke around this. I was going to do a let's play myself, and with it being a new map, I thought for once I'm going to try this. It is a new map, so I thought let's try something. And I love the layout of the fields. I love the bends in this, though. It does stop quite a few large trailers. I bought the versatile trailer on my first one. I was going to do a let's play for myself, and it's the 50-metre one, and I could not get to the farmyard with its length. And I love the double gates, like on that gate that we've just passed there, and the ones without the gates. They are nice and wide. I like that, because the British maps tend to have such tight gateways. Yeah, I ended up on my let's play going on that right in that open area there, because it's got such a wide area, and parking up and then running everything across to the yard. But that is as far as I got on this. I really don't know this map at all other than that, so I've gone and done it again, haven't I? Oh well, we'll come back for the crop sensor, being as I've made a... hang on a minute, have we lost? We have. Okay, being as we seem to have lost our people. Now, I'm sure I didn't do that, Mr. Sammy. Oh, what on earth have you done? I do apologise, this is the last thing I wanted to be doing, to be using the super strength mod, to be honest. What it is about the Sammy, I literally was bailing in the last let's play, and it was forever flipping over in the field, so much so that in the end I decided I wasn't going to use it for bailing. Right. Just quickly go and... no, I won't actually. Let's just get these over to the fields. We'll come back at some other time for the crop sensor. I'll do a... No, stick to my rules. I said it's got to be shown. That's... unless it is, if I was doing 20 runs of animals. I know I've said that. Oh, really? What on earth are you doing? Trees or what? And I can't tab even if I wanted to. What? Do you know, sometimes it's such a relaxing game. What did you do? I just don't get it. I just really don't get it. Or was I going too fast? No, I don't think I was. With having that... let's try that again. We will eventually get to the destination. I did want to get quite a bit done today, but it looks like we'll be lucky if we get to the fields. Well, so far the Adjurante's lock-in scripts are quite remarkable, which is good. Now we need to go left at the end here, I believe. Let's keep an eye on those behind us. Whoa. Now then, don't knock me into that tractor, or that truck. Right, okay then. Let's turn the indicator off. Now we are not far off our field now, actually. I did look at 12 and 13 originally, but they are so uppy downy. Good starting, good price, but yeah, very difficult to actually. Here's our field now coming up on the left. I love how flat this was and the cost for how much grass that you get. I thought it was, I don't think I've ever seen a Let's Play with such a nice squarish, flattish thing. The only thing is there's an awful lot of wasted ground with trees, but again it's got a lovely wide gate post.